the Gamecock lineup, as actually we'll just look at as Will Craddock actually steps in. We'll look at Michael Sharman, who gets a start for the Tigers. The senior left-hander comes in making his third start, 2-0 and a .82 ERA. 11 innings pitch for the left-hander, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 14 strikeouts. Team's batting .083 against the big left-hander.
We're on a little bit late, but we're glad you're here. First pitch swung on and missed by Will Craddock at 3 o'clock even, and we're underway here at Segra Park.
And Tigers set up defensively around the infield. It's Fultz, Lichtenberger, Purify, and Gaffney.
0-1 pitch is in there, strike 2, and this is a familiar sight but flip from what we saw last night.
Yep.
No balls, 2 strikes. Sharman winds and deals to Craddock. Tap foul right at the plate. Craddock, by the way, last night 0 for 3, walked and scored on an E2. That was after an RBI single by Lizama, who's sitting on deck.
Was that the drop third strike?
It was the throw to the outfield.
Oh, yeah.
It's really bad that we have to clarify which one we're talking about. The 0-2 is poked to right. Coming over and in and making a running grab is Ty Daly in right field. That was not an easy play. He got there, I would say, relatively inefficiently, but he made the out nonetheless.
Well, there's no question about it. I think he thought the ball was going to be more direct to him. Coming off a right-hander's bat, it was really tailing hard towards that right field line. The breeze seems to be blowing right in towards home plate right now. But, yeah, he had to run a little bit farther than I think he thought he would.
Here's Ethan Lizama, 258 batter. 2 RBIs, first pitch, a rocket up the middle, pass Purify for a base hit. McClatty over to cut it off and hold him to a single. Lizama had a hit last night. He has his second of the series there with 1 out in the first.
Yeah, took an outside pitch, looked like an outside fastball. Just hit it to the right of Purify. Just couldn't quite get to it, but it was hit well.
First hit of the season by a left-handed batter off of Michael Sharman. 0 for 12 before that one. Here's Talmadge LeCroy hitting .457. The Tigers put him on a bunch. They barely pitched to him. He was 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a hit by pitch last night. He saw a ton of pitches, and he got ahead in the count a bunch.
Yep.
Well, soft toss over to first, chases a runner back. The kick and the pitch. Hit high in the air to center field. Drifting back McClatty. He will make the catch for out number 2. This outfield is cavernous, especially today. Overcast, about 60 degrees. Really nice feel in the ballpark if we had a little sunshine. But this ballpark is going to play big like Founders did last night. It's 400 with a tall wall in dead center field. It's 330 down the lines left and right. There are in right and left center field out to that 400-foot wall across, and there's another throw over to first as KJ Scobie steps in.
Yeah, even there's a little jut down there in left field. The left field corner, as you said, was 319, but it shoots out a little bit. Probably gets out there maybe 320, where it juts out a little bit.
Very quickly.
Yep.
Pitch high in the air, right side. That's foul, and it's going to twist out of play. That'll be a souvenir. Good crowd has come out here and continuing to file in here at first pitch time. Good mix of orange and garnet, as is our usual arrangement in these Saturday neutral site battles. KJ Scobie, by the way, again, he's hitting .356, 2 homers, 9 RBIs. He is up there to swing the bat. He was 2 for 4 last night with a double and an RBI. The 0-1 from Sharman. Hit on the ground to Gaffney. He steps on the bag, and the inning is over. No hits, a run. No errors, 1 man left after a half an inning. And you know what? While we've got a moment, because we're streaming in the Clemson Tigers app at ClemsonTigers.com, we don't have to take a break. So, Bob Mahoney, our starting lineups for today, we got some time here.
Yeah, first of all, let's go through Carolina, since they've already sent 4 guys to the plate. Craddock Lazama, LaCroix, and Scobie. And they continue on. Jake Randolph, who will get the start. He did not play in last night's ball game. He'll bat fifth. He'll be the designated hitter. Batting sixth will be Bo Collins. Hollins will be at first base. Patrick Evans will bat seventh. He'll start in right field. Dawson Harmon will bat eighth. He'll be at third base, and batting ninth will be the center fielder Tyler Bach. And for the Tigers, who will be batting for the first time here in the bottom of the first inning, Jaron Purify will lead it off. Second base, Tristan McClatty will be in center field this afternoon. He'll bat second. Nate Savoy will bat third. He'll be behind the plate. Luke Gaffney will bat cleanup. He'll be over at first base. Tyler Lichtenberger will bat fifth at shortstop. Jacob Jarrell will be the designated hitter. Jason Fultz Jr. will bat seventh. He'll be at third base. Jack Crichton will bat eighth. He'll be in left field, and batting ninth will be the right fielder Ty Dowley. And on the mound now, taking his warm-up tosses for the Gamecocks is junior right-hander Amp Phillips. He's 1-0 with a 1.86 ERA. He's a transfer from USC Upstate. Tigers fans have seen him, as have the Tigers. He's 6'1", 180. He is from Lancaster, South Carolina. And he comes into this ballgame making his second start. He's 1-0. As we said, he's pitched 9 2/3 innings. He's given up 3 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. He has walked 5. He has struck out 10. Only 1 extra base hit, a double. Team's batting .094 against Amp Lee, the junior right-hander. Carolina sets up defensively around the infield from third to first. Down at third base is Harmon, shortstop Scobie, second base Craddock. Hollins is at first. Left to right in the outfield is Zama in left, Bach in center, Evans in right, LeCroix behind the plate.
And Jaron Purify standing in. We should note, as Bob said, and Phillips, 6 innings, 9 strikeouts in Doug Kingsmore Stadium against the Tigers in that regional battle last year. He was a multi-time Big Ten pitcher of the week, Big South pitcher of the week, Big South newcomer of the year, and all Big South team performer last year, and he deals up high for ball 1 to Jaron Purify. Jaron, a .324 batter with 3 RBIs. Last night, 0 for punch-outs. The pitch. Hit well right center field. That's tailing away and caught on the run. That's a nice catch by Bach. It looked like it was going to tail into the gap, Bob, but he ran it down beautifully in a right center field gap.
Yeah, it was nice to see Purify really square up on that ball as it tailed away from the center fielder. Good speed out there by Bach to run that ball down because it was heading to the gap.
Now Tristan McClatty will grab a bat. He is hitting .394, 3 home runs, 11 driven in. Last night, 1 for 3 with a stolen base and a walk, and he takes ball 1 from Phillips. Tigers found themselves all night last night in 0-1 and 0-2 counts, over and over again against Josh Gunther and Alex Valentin. Pitch off the plate, ball 2.
Yeah, didn't I hear somebody say he was 0-1 in 21 of the batters?
21 of 26 first pitch strikes. Absolutely dealing last night.
Yep.
The 2-0 from Phillips. Big cut by McClatty, and he swung over top, 2-1. Shift on for McClatty. 1 or 2 steps to the shortstop side of the second base bag for the shortstop Scobie. The pitch. Slow roller foul toward the first base coach's box. And the count is 2-2 to McClatty with the bases empty and 1 out in a scoreless game, bottom of 1 here at Segra Park.
Yeah, it's the first curveball he's thrown right there. Good job by McClatty. He actually sat back, waited on it, but hit it foul, first base side.
2-2 pitch. High chopper, first base side. It will spin foul. The way the pitcher Phillips came down, it looked like it was going to dance up the chalk, but McClatty barely moved out of the box. Not a whole lot of breeze in the ballpark today. A little chilly, but not overly windy. Again, the ball's just going to kind of die in the air. 2-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did. Danny Cricks rings up McClatty, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, he definitely chased that breaking ball or that hard slider that was down and in towards his back foot.
2 down, bases empty. Nate Savoy, the batter. Loyola Marymount transfer, 0 for 4 last night with 2 strikeouts. Savoy came out white hot to start the season. There's a fastball grooved in for a strike, 0-1. And he's cooled off a bit. Started out with 4 multi-hit games. Modest 3-game hit streak snapped last night. The 0-1 pitch to Savoy, wrapped foul, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, Phillips got away with one there. He hung that breaking ball in the inner half of the plate. But that's just it. The Tigers have just not squared up many baseballs. Well, only one game, but they didn't square up many last night,
no, they
for sure.
Bases empty, 2 outs. The 0-2 from Phillips bounces up there. Ball 1. Not a ton of change in the lineup. Eric Bakich kind of keeping a lot the same after the shutout last night. McClatty in center field. Fultz gets a run at third base.
And Daly dropped down to the 9 spot.
And he did do that, which is notable. Phillips ready to wind and deal the 1-2. Popped foul. One thing I noted last night, that he didn't square it up, but South Carolina spoiled you. Very similar to that to stay around. Clemson's foul balls, a lot of them were choppers or just barely getting a piece.
Right.
They didn't even square up foul balls last night. Phillips ready again, the 1-2. And Savoy went around on a ball in the dirt. Lee Croy to first, and that's all. 1, 2, 3, the Tigers go down in the bottom half of the first inning. Before we take a little breather, I want to give you a reminder that Prisma Health is proud to be the official team physicians for the Clemson Tigers. To learn more, visit prismahealth.org/Tigers. Also, today's game and all games between Clemson and South Carolina are part of the Palmetto Series, presented by the South Carolina 567 for the Gamecocks, due up against Michael Sharman. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola now, that's a winning combo. Fan work is thirsty work, enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Michael Sharman in the first inning threw 8 pitches, all were strikes.
That's a nice start. Left-hander, came in from Tennessee, and he got that, what I would consider more of a spot start to start the season, with Drew Titsworth being out, Talon Bell still working back. He ain't giving that spot up. Not pitching the way that he has so far in this, his 3rd start in a Clemson uniform.
Yeah, and he just appears to be an experienced pitcher when he's on the mound. And yes, he is. This is his 6th year.
Wine in the deal. First pitch pop foul. 0-1 to Jake Randolph. His first start of the season, he is 0 for 1 with 2 hit by pitches in the DH role. Paul Maneri shuffles the deck in that spot. Here's a pitch. Just below the knees, counts even, a ball and a strike.
Nice looking fastball.
Randolph, 6 foot 214, a transfer from Presbyterian. And the 1-1 is just a little tight, 2-1. Pitches are not far away.
No, that, of course, we're at a little bit of an angle, but not that much.
2-1, poke to right. Should be an easy play for Daly, and it is. 1 down. 3rd fly ball out. Sharman here in the top half of the 2nd inning. Here's Bo Hollins, first baseman. Hollins 0 for 4 last night. 1 strikeout. Gamecocks only had 4 hits. A lot of Clemson's issues were self-inflicted, and then South Carolina did a masterful job, as the first pitch is a high strike to Hollins from Sharman, 0-1, of working counts, getting walks, hit by pitches, and he took advantage of errors and pass balls and wild pitches. The 0-1 is in there. Strike 2 from Sharman.
Yeah, that was called a ball earlier.
That was a good pitch.
It was, right in the
knees.
bottom of the zone. Absolutely.
Hollins awaits the 0-2. Ground ball, two-hopper right to Lichtenberger. Takes his time and throws a strike to first for the out. 2 up and 2 down in the top of the second for the Gamecocks. Here's Patrick Evans. Evans singled, stole a base, scored on a wild pitch in the third inning last night. It was the first run of the ball game. It was also notable because South Carolina 2 for 2 in stolen base attempts last night after coming in 3 for 9 on the season. First pitch to Evans, line right at Purify. He goes to a knee and makes the catch, and the Tigers get the Gamecocks 1-2-3 in the top half of the second inning. Hey fans, make sure you've downloaded the official Clemson Tigers app via the App Store, as you likely have if you're listening to us right now. The Clemson Tigers app is not only where you can download your tickets, but it's your one-stop shop for following the Tigers. Listen to our broadcast, keep track of the latest scores, find rewards from our partners, and so much more. It's the Clemson Tigers app. Download today. Tigers and the Gamecocks. Reminder, Tiger fans, next time you come to Clemson for a game, stay at the James F. Martin Inn, which is adjacent to the Madron Conference Center, featuring a pool and cabana overlooking Lake Hartwell and close to all the Tiger sports facilities. Check it out at www.stayatclemson.com. Heart of the order due up. Luke Gaffney stands in. For my money, Bob, last night, I thought Gaffney had the best at-bat on a consistent basis of any Tiger hitter.
Yeah, he did. He powered one kind of just because of his strength, and right off the end of the bat, got a base hit into shallow right field, and then really hit the ball hard.
First pitch down and away from Phillips, ball 1. Gaffney was 1 for 3, worked a walk, singled, fly out and a ground out. Maybe Lichtenberger. I could buy an argument for him for having the best at bat last night. The 1-0 pitch is in there for a called strike. 1-1 to Gaffney, the cleanup hitter.
Yeah, good fastball right at the knees on the outside corner.
By the way, speaking of Lichtenberger, he is on deck. Highest he's hit in the order. The 5 spot. The pitch to Gaffney. Breaking ball, just missed, and I'm not sure where.
Yeah, Lee Croy did a great job of bringing that ball back into the zone. He caught it a little bit down near his right knee where he's catching back there, but it didn't miss by much. Pretty good pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike. Here it comes. Gaffney lines one left center field. That is down for a hit. He's rounding first hard, but he's going to stop there as the center fielder Bach gets it in. And there's Luke Gaffney with another quality swing and a leadoff base runner for the Tigers in the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, really nice job by Gaffney there. It was a breaking ball. It was kind of down in the zone, but it was out over the plate. And he really was able to barrel up on it and hit the left center field. Good job by Bach, again, who got to that ball very quickly to keep Gaffney from turning it into 2.
Gaffney leads at first base. He'll run the bases for the 3rd time already this weekend. Here's Lichtenberger. First pitch from Phillips is low for ball 1. Phillips having a little bit of a hard time consistently throwing that fastball to establish. early in counts, and Clemson making him work a little bit. First time through the batting order. Here's the 1-0 from Phillips. Fastball down and away, 2-0.
That third baseman Harmon is well off the line, but kind of even with the bag. He kind of inches away as the pitcher comes set. Now he backs up a little bit.
Phillips ready now with a runner at first. The pitch, down and in, ball 3. Those fastballs been all over the place.
Yeah, it really has, and none of those have been close, and all of them been down out of the strike zone.
No score so far in the ball game. Both teams with a hit apiece. Bottom of the second inning here at Segra Park in Columbia under cloudy skies today. Gaffney leads at first base, and here's a pitch to Lichtenberger, and it's a strike. It bounces away, but toward the mound from Lecroy, who tried to frame a strike.
Yeah, he tried to. It kind of bounced out of out of the webbing of his glove as he brought the, he brought the pitch back into the strike zone.
Now, you don't see that a lot.
No, in fact, yeah.
3-1, big cut by Lichtenberger. He just got a piece foul, and it's a full count.
And right now he's coming right at him.
Gamecocks garnet over gray with the garnet caps and bills. Purple tops, white pants, orange caps and bills for the Tigers. Gaffney at first leading, 3-2, high chopper, right of the mound. Phillips fields, flips to first, and he just did get him. He tried to throw over Lichtenberger, and it almost cost him an out.
Yeah, it really did. That's when your first baseman's got to help you, too. He's got to be on the foul territory side of the bag because all your momentum as you come off the mound to field that ball is carrying you into foul territory past the baseline, and you want to be past the baseline when you make that throw back to first base. And like you said, as soon as he fielded and tossed it up in the air, trying to get it over Lichtenberger.
Jacob Jarrell at the plate now. Not a great night for JJ last night. This ball is hit a mile in the air. Left field. Lizama's over. With room, he makes the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, he just got under that breaking ball. He left it up in the zone. Got a good hard cut at it, but just under it.
That's a pitch he really likes, and he missed it last night. Just didn't miss it. The line drive he had to left field was a pitch right at the top of the zone like that. Ended up being a 7-4 double play. Here is Jason Fultz Jr., his introduction to this rivalry. Getting a start at third base. Pitch to him is fouled straight back, 0-1.
He didn't get cheated on that swing. Left the fastball just a little bit up, but he's coming right at him.
Fultz 3 for 14, a .214 batter with a couple RBIs. Tigers still without a hit with men in scoring position this weekend. Pitch to Fultz, and he took one down. 1-1.
Great take by Fultz. That was a good breaking ball that started on the inside part of the plate at the knees and dropped down out of the strike zone.
Phillips, in a scoreless game, sets his hands at the belt. Now the kick and the delivery, and a fastball's low, 2-1.
Met Jason Fultz Jr.'s parents this morning in the lobby of the
hotel.
Yeah.
Big day for them, too.
Yeah, they're so excited for him to be here.
Making his 5th start, but the other 4 pale in comparison. The 2-1 in the dirt, ball 3, took it. Back-to-back breaking balls from Phillips. It does feel like he's got a better feel for that pitch than he does the fastball at the moment.
Yeah, he's been able to throw it for strikes more often than not. 3-1 count. Now you can look for room service fastball here.
3-1, and it is ball 4 low, and Fultz will take a walk to the open base. First walk issued by either team tonight, and it puts 2 on and 2 out for Jack Crichton, the number 8 hitter in the order. Crichton last night hit 6th. He ran the bases twice, but 0 for 4, reached on a fielder's choice and an E6. He did put the ball in play 3 times, which was on the high side. Tigers struck out 15 times last night. Pitch. Down below the knees, 1-0.
And Jack was number 15.
He was.
And the third out in the top of the ninth.
Somebody had to be, you know.
Yeah, somebody's got to be.
It was fitting to end on a strikeout, too. The 1-0 pitch. Crichton takes that breaking ball for an outer edge strike, 1-1.
Yeah, that's the one. That's a pitch that Jack does such a good job of hitting the other way. You got the second baseman shaded up the middle, second base side. First baseman's well off the bag, trying to help cover that hole on the right.
Pitch. Line drive right field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Rounding third to the plate is Gaffney. The throw in there, and he is out at the plate. A strike by Evans. And Gaffney is cut down on a head-first slide. And the Tigers' first chance really to score in this series goes by the wayside. Now, Eric Backett's going to have a conversation with home plate umpire Dylan Bradley on this. Not see a review last night, and let's see if Eric Backett looked at this. And I don't believe that they will. So the Gamecocks give up 2 hits, and the Tigers leave 2. No runs cross on the 9-2 putout from Evans to LeCroy. We go to the third. Scoreless here at Segra Park on the Clemson Athletic Network. Back here at Segra Park as Michael Sharman completes his warm-up tosses prior to the start of the top of the third inning. Clemson men's basketball leads number 24 Louisville 48-42. For those of you wondering updates in that game, 15 minutes left to go in the game. Tigers again up by 6 at home. This would be great to stop a 4-game slide. Also a reminder, Clemson men's basketball back in Littlejohn next Saturday as they host Georgia Tech at noon. Visit ClemsonTigers.com to check ticket availability. First pitch for Michael Sharman is a slow tapper to third. Fultz fields, throws on the move, got him. Dawson Harmon gunned down by half a step, and that's a heck of a play for the freshman on a ball hit so softly it was almost an infield hit.
Yeah, you know, if you watch infielders love to make plays like that. When he can charge the ball so hard, he did such a good job of getting to that ball quickly and throwing across his body accurately over to Gaffney at first base. Really nice play there by Fultz Jr.
Tyler Bach, the number 9 hitter. Center fielder stands in, lefty-lefty against Sharman. The pitch to him is a fastball that paints a strike, 0-1. Bach walked twice and scored twice, stole a base. Officially 0 for 1 in the book, but that doesn't tell the half of it. Here's the pitch. Line drive, caught by Gaffney toward the line, 2 out.
Yeah, Sharman is pounding the strike zone right now, and the biggest thing is he's keeping his defense alive behind him. And the guys are not on their heels, they're on the toes. They know he's going to pitch to contact, and they're going to be able to make some plays out there. The Tigers have been able to do it so far.
Yeah, first time through the order, Sharman retired 8 for 9, and there's a line drive toward the left field corner by Craddock. That's going to get all the way to the wall, and he rounds first and heads to second base. He'll cruise in there with a 2-out double. That's the 3rd double of the year and the 6th extra base hit for Will Craddock. You mentioned pounding the strike zone against him. Really didn't make anybody pay for throwing a first pitch strike last night, but the Gamecocks have come up swinging against Sharman this half inning.
Well, yeah, you look at his numbers. I mean, he does. He throws a lot of strikes out there. You just look up for a little bit of a mistake. Big hitter like Craddock just got to pitch a little bit up on the inner half.
Another left-left matchup. Pop foul. This is Lizama. Ball goes out of play, 0-1. Lizama singled past Purify back in the first inning. That was the other South Carolina hit.
Yeah, a little lefty-lefty matchup right there. He starts him off with a breaking ball. Just did get a piece of it.
Deep breath, now the kick and the pitch. Check swing, a little high.
Yeah, that's something off speed that time. I don't know that it was a straight change, but it stayed up and in.
As Sharman has retired 8 batters, all on balls in play, no strikeouts. Came in with 14 strikeouts and 11 innings pitched. Here's the delivery, hit in the air right field. Daly over, he won't get it. One hops in front of him. Rounding third and scoring is Craddock. And it's an RBI single for Ethan Lizama to give the Gamecocks a 1-0 lead. Very much like last night, Bob, in that Clemson had an opportunity to score, and it did not produce runs, and South Carolina responds by scoring.
Yep.
Lizama's third RBI. It's the 11th run for Craddock. Team lead in that category.
Yeah, second time through the order. See how successful Sharman can be. He may have to make some adjustments.
Here's Talmadge Lecroy, and that's the obligatory throw over to first for a lefty. Exactly on the appropriate angle. Now ready, the kick and the pitch. Runner going, pitch is high, throw down, and it is out! He's out at second base. I don't know if it was the first tag or the second, but it doesn't really matter.
Well, I think what happened is the base runner knew the glove was going to be there, so he stopped his slide. And tried to, kind of sneak around the glove of Purify. But so I think you're right. I think it was the second tag that got him because he had the glove. It was a perfect throw to second base. And the glove was right there if he slid into it. But he tried to stop and kind of reach around the tag.
And the runner Lizama knew it. Caught stealing 2-4. First time the Tigers have caught a Gamecock base runner in this series. Before we go to break, a reminder, Tiger fans, next time you come to Clemson for a game, stay at the James F. Martin Inn, which is adjacent to the Madrid Conference Center, featuring a pool and cabana overlooking Lake Harville and close to all the Tiger sports facilities. Check it out at www.stayatclemson.com. 1-0 Gamecocks. We go to the bottom of the third after this on the Clemson Athletic Network. With you, 1-0 lead, 9-1-2 Daly, Purify, McClatty. Due up for the Tigers in the bottom of the third. What's the best part of being at a Clemson baseball game live? Seeing an entire stadium completely decked out in orange. Select your true color show and score tickets today at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Clemson Tigers. Now Ty Daly. It would be nice for Ty to have a good at-bat here because he did not have very good plate appearances last night at all.
Yeah, this young man just needs something good to happen.
0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. He's hitting 200 with 4 RBIs. The Mercer transfer rips the first one foul back out of play. He wasn't looking to walk, I'll say that.
No, he was not. He was looking fastball and got it. Just got under it.
Here's the wind and the pitch. Strike 2. Right on the outside edge from Phillips. Daly waves the bat around, and now Phillips ready to deal the 0-2, and Daly grounds one through the middle, a base hit. And he gives a little fist pump on his way to first base. You know, that's a deep breath from the man on first, Ty Daly, with a leadoff single.
Yeah, that's big time. Tigers not in this series so far have not gotten the leadoff runner on very much. I think they did one time, maybe last night.
Maybe twice. One on an error,
yeah,
maybe?
One was an error, shortstop, yep.
Jaron Purify at the top of the order with Daly at first.
Yeah, the other was a walk early in the game.
He squares and pulls back and takes outside, ball 1. What a bad pitch.
No, that was a nice looking breaking ball that just missed, I guess, off the plate.
And Lee Croy sort of glanced back at Dylan Bradley, maybe asking, where was it? Probably nicely, though. It's just the third inning. Here's the pitch from Phillips. Foul tip on a breaking ball into the mitt, 1-1.
I'm not sure that pitch was as good as the pitch before that. Broke right down below the strike zone. Jaron just did get a piece of it.
Daly leads at first base. Phillips checks him again. Here's a 1-1. Line drive right field. That's down for a hit. It got quickly to Evans, and they won't test him.
No, they definitely are not going to test that arm again.
Fourth.
I was just going to say, that ball was hit hard, too. Just a one-hopper out there to Evans, but Jaron Purify, in his first two at-bats, has really squared up on two pitches. Got that one to fall in.
That's the fourth hit for Clemson, and none of them have been particularly cheap. All have been hard-hit balls off the bat. Daly's may have been a little bit lighter, but I don't have numbers. You're probably looking at in triple digits in terms of exit velocity on all those other hits. Here's McClatty now with 2 on and no out. Pitch to him. He squares, pulls back, takes an inner half strike, 0-1. McClatty has started 9 games. He has hit safely in 9 games, including last night. Struck out swinging his first time up.
Yeah, third baseman Harmon, even with the bag and inching in.
He squares. He drops it right down in front of the plate. There's no play but third, and that's actually thought it was going to be a disaster because the ball went about a foot in front of the plate, but because third baseman was in, both runners could advance.
Yeah, and that's not a good play by the third baseman because, first of all, your pitcher is supposed to cover that side of the infield on a bunt. So the pitcher ought to be charging as he squares around as soon as he lets go of the pitch. And the third baseman's got to cover third. There's nobody else. But he charged, and he was just enough off the bag to make it easy for Daly to advance. So good sacrifice there by McClatty.
Now second and third, 1 out for Nate Savoy. Strikeout swinging his first time up. This ball's hammered way back to left field. That is over everything. Nate Savoy delivers the first hit of the weekend with runners in scoring position for the Tigers. His 4th of the year. He's got 14 RBIs, and the Tigers take a 3-1 lead.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That was absolutely crushed.
That was crushed. I think it bounced on the concourse only because the concourse got in the way, and then bounced it right out of the stadium. He hit it so hard.
Last night, Clemson had runners at second and third with 1 out, 1 time in the game. It came in the 5th inning. They struck out twice on 6 pitches after that. That was a very different result right there, my friend. Gaffney takes the strike, 0-1. That was a release from the Clemson fans out here. We're waiting 2 days for that. Pitch to Gaffney, 2-hopper, picked at third. Nice play in the hole, throws across, gets the out. 2 away.
Very nice play by the third baseman.
Tigers do have the lead, but that may have been a base hit with a lot of third basemen.
Yep. It's kind of, it's one of those plays where it's, look what I found, you know. Hopped right up into his glove.
Showed a little range to the glove hand there just to get to that ball. First pitch is below the knees from Phillips to Lichtenberger, ball 1. Phillips ready to wind and deliver. Breaking ball gets over for a strike. Lichtenberger grounded out softly to the pitcher on a 3-2 pitch. His first time up. Transfer from Appalachian State. The pitch, line drive right at the shortstop Scobie and caught. And the side is retired. But for the first time in this series, the Tigers get runs. They get 3 of them on 3 hits with nobody left. Nate Savoy, the 3-run shot, and the Tigers have a 3-1 lead after 3 here at Sager Park. Fans, a reminder, 105.5 FM in Clemson and 97.5 FM in Spartanburg are the official flagship stations for Clemson Athletics. Back to Columbia in a moment. Tigers up 2 here on the Clemson Athletic Network. Tigers leading 3-1 as we head to the 4th. And want to remind you, you can elevate your financial game with Founders Federal Credit Union. Visit foundersfcu.com today to see how you can pursue financial excellence. Well, Bob, that was certainly a sight for sore eyes, a 3-run homer from Nate Savoy. And the Tigers, it feels like they have a new lease on life here. And it's incumbent upon Michael Sharman to make that count.
That's exactly right. You want to just continue with that change in momentum right now. Feel like you got a little bit going here. It'd be nice to Sharman could have a real quick inning here. With 3, 4, 5 in the order coming up for Carolina.
Here's the wind and the pitch. Foul, backing out of play right side. It counts 0-1 to LeCroy. Fly out to center field. First pitch he saw back in the first inning.
Yep, jumped on that pitch. He's only seen 2 pitches.
Here's the wind and the pitch. Popped him up. That's going to carry a little bit more into shallow left center field. McClatty calling and making the catch. 1 down.
Just like last time.
First man retired for the 4th straight inning for Sharman. Still no strikeouts for Michael Sharman.
He's been very efficient out there. Coming into this inning, he threw 24 pitches. 20 of them were for strikes.
So that's what, 26 and 22?
Yep.
Pitch to Scobie is down and in, ball 1. Is that a little beyond a threshold maybe? Maybe he's getting hit a little bit because he's throwing so many strikes?
Yeah, and that's why you got to adjust the second time through the lineup too. You can't start off with the same kind of pitches.
1-0 is a strike on the inside edge, 1-1. Dropped that arm down, ran it back over the plate.
But you also remember out there how you got guys out. If you got some ground ball outs, you want to be throwing the same thing.
1-1 is poked to right field. Right at Daly, he backs up just shy of the track, and he'll make the catch on Scobie, 2 away.
Yeah, I'm going to call that a line out because he hit that ball pretty hard.
It was hit. It carried as well as all but 1 ball off the bat today.
Yep.
So far. Here's Randolph, a fly out to right his first time up. Infield deep, especially in the middle. Here's a pitch. Poked foul, backing out of play, 0-1.
I tell you, if you're under 200 pounds on this roster for Carolina, you better get yourself to the training table
Weight
or
room.
something. Yeah, you got to get going here.
Yeah, it's like a 3-year red shirt there. Here's the 0-1. Stays away off speed, 1-1.
Yeah, straight change that time, just tailed out of the strike zone. Not a bad pitch, though. You can get guys chasing.
Sharman ready to wind. Foul back, same spot.
Yeah, and he was out in front of it. Just did get a piece of it.
1-2.
McClatty's shaded over towards right center. He's moving back now. And Daly's pretty deep out and right. Just a few steps short of the warning track.
1-2 is foul back out of play again.
Daly's already had, how many balls has he caught out there today? 4, 5?
He has had 3 caught, and then I think 2 balls have been hit to him.
Yeah,
2 base hits.
Yep.
Pitch 10 of the inning for Sharman. Here it is, swing and a miss.
Nice breaking ball, and right in the back door, and Randolph swing and a miss. He tried to chase it, came up empty.
First strikeout of the game for Sharman. Also the most pitches he's thrown in an inning so far with 10. We'll come back to the ballpark in a moment here at Sagra Park. It's Clemson 3 and South Carolina 1. We go to the bottom of the fourth after this on the Clemson Athletic Network. Welcome back to Sagra Park. One of the things I love about these neutral site games at minor league parks is just watching the between inning games. And if you're watching our TV broadcast, either thanks for watching or I'm sorry to you for that. You saw that game. And my man was taunting the guy who fell and then fell. You can't make it up.
You can't taunt. You just can't do it. Not going to get away with it.
Blue Choice offers a variety of health and dental plans to serve the needs of South Carolinians. Learn more at BlueChoiceSC.com. Jacob Jarrell leading things off for Clemson with a 3-1 lead in the bottom of the fourth. Jarrell, Fultz, Crichton 6-7-8. First pitch to Jarrell is low, ball one. Jarrell swung at a first pitch hanging breaking ball and just missed it. Hit it a mile in the air into pretty deep left field. Pitch from Phillips is low, ball two.
Yeah, that was some kind of breaking ball there that broke down out of the strike zone. Great take there by Jarrell.
Tigers have been on Phillips better than when they saw him last year. Pitching for USC Upstate. 6 innings, 9 strikeouts. Gave the Spartans a chance to win a game they ultimately lost in Clemson's regional, and Phillips misses in tight with ball three. Tigers have had success with leadoff base runners. They've gotten 2 in a row aboard. Here's the pitch to get me over strike, 3-1. That was right down the middle.
If there's anybody in the lineup that I might give a green light to on a 3-0 count, this might be one of them.
We'll see if he has it here at 3-1. The pitch. He fouled it back. He had it there.
Yeah, he elevated that fastball. It was a high fastball in tight on his hands. Just could not square up on it. Couldn't extend those arms.
Phillips has the ball, and he's ready to rock and deal. The payoff. Ball 4, and Jarrell walks. Again, a leadoff base runner for the Tigers. First time that Jarrell has run the bases in this series. Now Jason Fultz Jr., he walked his first time up on 5 pitches. The only other man to get a free pass from Phillips today so far. Fultz, the freshman, waits. Here's a pitch. And he takes low and away, ball 1. Fultz, Crichton, Dally, bottom of the order. Really, that bottom third has not been great for the Tigers, but they all reached the first time through. Here's a pitch. Strike at the knees.
Yeah, good fastball outside corner.
A ball and a strike the count with Jarrell at first base. Not a threat to run. Got a decent-sized lead, though, out there. The pitch. Line drive left field. That's down for a base hit.
Yeah, he heard a little noise from me that time. He hung that breaking ball. I thought it could have been worse than that. Fultz, a lot of top spin, but he hit a line shot to left field. He left that up in the zone so he could extend his arms on it. Great swing.
Tell you what, Fultz for a freshman, really thick forearms, bicep. Like, that guy came in, he knew what a workout was.
Yeah,
you can see how he swings.
Yeah, he and Savoy look a lot alike. Savoy may be a little bit bigger, taller, but
strong hands to rip through the baseball. And there's Jack Crichton, who takes a knee-high strike. 0-1.
Yeah, it was on the inner half of the plate, too. This is one of those where Phillips remembers last time he took a fastball to right field for a base hit. Good job by Jack, and maybe pitching him in.
And Crichton had a chance to drive in a run. Here's a pitch to him, low and away, gets away, but not far enough from LeCroy. Yeah, Evans threw out Gaffney at the plate, or Crichton would have driven a run in with his base hit back in the second inning. 2 on, nobody out. Tigers have made Phillips work. They have put traffic on in each of the last 3 innings, multiple base runners. Pitch in there for a strike. It's 1-2.
They're right in the bottom of the zone. Good fastball.
Go back to the second inning. Gaffney led off with a single. 8 guys have reached base for Clemson in the last 2+ innings. 3 have scored. 2 are on right now. Here's the pitch. Bounces up there. And the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Crichton.
Yeah, that was a really nice stop by Lee Croy back behind the plate. That ball bounced 3 or 4 feet out in front of home plate.
Crichton back in the box now. Phillips taking an extra moment. Now climbs back on the rubber. Big lead for Fultz at first, as you can imagine. Foul back and out of play right side.
Yeah, Jack got a pretty good pitch he can handle the other way with it again. As you have the second baseman playing behind the bag. He's still on the dirt, but he's leaving a significant hole on the right side.
Phillips sets his hands. There is a big hole. Pitch. Strike 3 called right at the knees. And Crichton knew it.
Don't think he liked it, but he may have known it.
He was not looking for that. Now Daly, who bounced a single up the middle, his first time up, and scored a run. First of 3 on the Nate Savoy home run.
That's the head man going out there right now to have a word with Phil. He's going to the bullpen.
Oh yeah, bullpen. Boy, Pulmonari's seen enough. Phillips has not been super efficient, but wondered if he might get to at least complete the inning. Instead, Pulmonary will make a pitching change. We'll tell you about the new arm after a quick break. Tigers up 3-1. They're in the bottom of the 4th with 2 on and 1 out here on the Clemson Athletic Network. This live music is coming to Jervey Meadows this spring, taking place April 11th. The show's headlined by Jake Owen, Congress the Band, and Jet Juergensmeyer. Clemson's baseball program will serve as an opening act on April 11th before the trio of artists hit the stage as the baseball team hosts North Carolina at 2 p.m. at Doug Kingsmore Stadium. For more information, visit ClemsonTigers.com. Ty Daly will face a new arm. It is a right-hander, Brandon Stone.
And a big one, too. He's 6'6", 245. He is a junior right-hander. He is from Shawnee Mission, Kansas, a transfer from Johnson County Community College. And Stone comes in making his 3rd appearance. He has started 2 games, no record, a 2.57 ERA. He's pitched 7 innings, given up 6 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. He's walked 2, he has struck out 10. Has not given up an extra base hit yet. Team's batting .222 off the big right-hander, Brandon Stone. And for the starter, Phillips goes 3 1/3, gives up 6 hits, 3 earned runs. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. He threw 61 pitches, 38 of those were for strikes, and he is responsible for the runners at first and second, with Jarrell out at second base and Fultz down at first.
Stone has pitched against Clemson in his career at South Carolina. He came in relief during the Friday game, 4 2/3, 3 hits, and earned run, 6 strikeouts. He pitched a complete game against Ole Miss last year, and pitch misses in on Ty Daly, ball 1. Honestly, not really sure why Stone was taken out of the rotation, but this is a guy who can give you some length, no doubt. Phillips, the 1-0 pitch to Daly is tight for ball 2.
It's not often either you see a pitcher taken out after a strikeout, like we saw Phillips taken out of the game.
That's a good point. Very good point. 2 balls and nothing to count. Here's the kick and the pitch. Low ball 3. Looming on deck, the leadoff man, Purify. Daly a threat to run the bases for the 2nd time today. Tigers up 3-1, bottom of 4. The 3-0 pitch from Stone. Big swing by Daly, 3-1.
Yeah, they gave him the green light there, and the pitch was really in and just above the knees. A really tough pitch to hit. It almost looked like it may have been a slider that broke in.
Stone a deep breath now as the runners lead, and he gets a sign. He checks second for Gerald and now delivers. Foul tip. That was ball 4, I think.
I think it was too. It's another. I thought it was the same pitch that he just threw before that. Like a hard slider in on his hands. Yeah, when it's 3-0-3, you got to look at fastball right down the middle. It's the only pitch you swing at.
Big hole left side of the infield, the 3-2. Ball 4. Close pitch. Daly took it, and the bases are loaded with 1 out.
And that's the pitch he swung at.
Yes. I don't blame Stone for trying to come back in there.
I don't either. And he didn't miss by much.
Now Purify singled and scored in the 3rd, and he's up with the bases loaded and 1 out.
Yeah, he's hit the ball hard twice. He lined out to the center field on a nice play by Bach out there.
Pitch, outer edge strike, 0-1.
And that's the pitch that was called ball 4 to Daly.
Pretty good frame job back there, I will say.
Yep.
From Talmadge Lecroy, the veteran. The 0-1. Hit in the air right field. Over to get it, Evans. He will make the catch. Tagging from 3rd. Strong throw in. Not even close. Sliding safely is Gerald, and it's 4-1. Boy, he gunned out 1 runner today. That one was about 6 feet into the infield and gave Lecroy no chance to make that tag.
Yeah, that one sailed on him just a little bit, but he threw it in the air. Guy's got a strong arm out there in right field. Does Evans. Reminds me of an Evans that played for the Red Sox in right field, who had a pretty good arm.
Oof. 2 on, 2 out. Here's Tristan McClatty. Pitch to him. Way tight, almost hit him. Ball 1. McClatty sack bunt his last time up, set the stage for Savoy. Neither other runner advanced, by the way, on that sac fly. Pitch to McClatty. Bouncer toward the middle. Backhanded second base. Close plays out. Craddock almost got his momentum going too far away from second base. If he's 6'1", he doesn't make the play, Bob.
That's exactly right. He reached back and his foot got to the bag just before Daly got out there.
So fielder's choice ends the inning. The Tigers, though, get a run on a hit. There were no errors, and there were 2 men left on base. We go to the 5th, a 4-1 Clemson lead here at Segra Park on the Clemson Athletic Network. Welcome back to Segra Park. Michael Sharman getting ready for the 5th inning.
He's been very efficient so far through this ball game, through 4 innings of work. He's only thrown 34 pitches, 28 for strikes.
Pounding that strike zone effectively, only 1 strikeout. He has given up a run on 3 hits so far. Before we get back to the action, I want to remind you that the South Carolina Education Lottery is a proud partner of Clemson Athletics. Since 2002, more than 197,000 lottery-funded scholarships and grants like the Life Open Palmetto Fellow have been awarded to Clemson University students. Here's an interesting stat brought to you by the South Carolina Education Lottery. Since 2002, the lottery's raised more than $9 billion to support education. Learn more at seeducationlottery.com. 6-7-8 Hollins, Evans, Harmon. Here's the switch hitting Hollins from the right side, and he takes high and away, ball 1. Hollins has a good take. He watches the ball in and sort of leans into the pitch, especially early in at-bats. I've noticed that this weekend. Pitch is swung on and may have gotten a piece, but it hit the mitt, 1-1.
Yeah, that was a change-up. He was way out in front of that. Nice, easy ground ball to short his last time up.
Pitch to him. Line drive, right center field. Daly over, makes the catch. That one hung up just long enough for Daly to get there. That was a long run into the gap to rob a hit.
You know, we've seen a lot of balls hit hard to the outfield today. And And a few of them have had to been run down because they were heading to the gaps. Good play by outfield on both sides.
Yeah, so far, I'm not trying to jinx anything, but so far, a very different defensive game than what we saw last night with 5 errors. Pitch to Evans, hit in the air, center field, backing McClatty, still backing at the track. He makes the catch.
Whew.
That was another one that was given a ride, and Tristan got on his horse. He made that catch right beneath the pitch clock in left center field for out number 2.
That ball was smoked pretty good, too. Seen a lot of hard hit balls to the outfield.
Loud out so far in this inning. Now Dawson Harmon, who grounded to third his first time up. Pitch from Sharman. Grounded right side. Gaffney smothers it. Got to throw to Sharman covering. He does. And how about a 5-pitch inning for Mike?
And that's a great play that they made look routine that is any team play.
6 straight sat down by the Tigers left-hander who has yet to throw 40 pitches in this game. We head to the bottom of 5. It's Clemson 4, South Carolina 1 here on the Clemson Athletic Network. You're joining us looking for Clemson men's basketball. It's on network lines. If you're looking for an update from men's basketball, Tigers are playing well. Leading number 24 Louisville 72-59 right now with about 1:15 remaining in the game. And just because some people were asking, South Carolina trails Georgia by 13 with about 5 minutes left in the first half, 37-24. I want to remind you before we get back to the action, United Bank, a leader banking for over 180 years, is proud to serve Clemson fans across the Carolinas. Visit us at bankwithunited.com. Member FDIC. Good crowd here, milling about here in the middle innings. Clemson fans, just the body language is way better than it was at Founders Park last night. They're leading 4-1 with 3, 4, 5 in the order. This man, Nate Savoy, put a charge into the whole fan base. And that third base dugout with a 3-run shot to end the third inning. Here's the pitch. He swings hard and hits one about 6 feet. Lee Croy fields and throws him out, 1 gone. Could not be a sharper contrast in 2 swings, Bob.
No, that's definitely for sure. Just drove that ball right into the ground. Didn't even get 3 feet from home plate. Here's
Luke Gaffney, 1 for 2, got thrown out at home. Grounded out to third as well. Stone, by the way, his first full inning of work. Pitch to him is upstairs for ball 1.
He did single his first time up.
He did.
Hit the ball hard to the gap out there. Center fielder Bach did a good job to keep it from being a double.
Pitch, strike, inner half. Gaffney facing a 1-1 count now with the bases empty, 1 out, and a 4-1 game in the bottom of the 5th. Tall right-hander Stone delivers, fouled back, 1-2.
Yeah, he's trying to go the other way. That was looked like a hard slider on the outside part of the plate, a little bit up. Trying to go to that gap in right center field.
Shading him a little bit that way, off the line and right, toward that gap. 1-2. Slow roller down the first baseline. It gets to the first baseman, Hollins. Easy to the bag for the second out. Balls induced by Stone to start this bottom. Lichtenberger steps up. Hit a sharp liner right at the shortstop Scobie his last time up. 0 for 2 today. He has one of only 2 extra base hits for Clemson in the series, and he takes a strike down the middle. Left hand hitting shortstop. Waits on Stone, quickly to work. The 0-1, breaking ball way outside. That one backed up on him. Yeah,
sailed on him good.
Stone at 6'6". He drops that arm slot down, and it's just an awkward angle when it comes to you. Pitch is tapped off the foot of Lichtenberger. Foul. And it's a 1-2 count now with the bases empty and 2 away. When a tall pitcher sort of comes 3/4, it's just odd to look at because you're thinking he's going to come downhill right at you. Stone almost uses that reach to really fire it in toward left-handers with his arm slot. Tough angle. Here's the pitch. Pops straight up. Infield. May end up foul. LeCroy, first base side, makes the catch underhanded like a basket. In foul ground, he makes the play, and it's a 1-2-3 inning, the first time since the first the Tigers haven't sat down in order. To the 6th we go. Clemson 4, South Carolina 1 here in Segra Park in Columbia on the Clemson Athletic Network. Farm Bureau Insurance is rolling out new auto rates in South Carolina. Slide into your local office to see how much you can save. Plus, Farm Bureau members score the kind of perks that are a guaranteed home run, like free and discounted tickets to select Clemson athletic events. Find an office or get a quote at scfbins.com. A couple other things happening at Clemson in recent days. Clemson softball team's back home tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. as they continue playing the Tiger Invitational. Visit ClemsonTigers.com for ticket information. Tigers in action this afternoon. Busy day of softball, leading Mississippi State 3-0 in the bottom of the 5th at home. Nice to see a bounce back. Now Tyler Bach, 9-1-2 in the order, due up against Sharman. Bach lined out to Gaffney at first, his first time up. Pitch to him. Outside corner strike.
Again, Sharman, not an overpowering pitcher, even though he's got a lot of strikeouts coming all game at 14. But he's pitched to contact today.
The 0-1 is in there, strike 2.
And he's mixed it up well. And he doesn't work any more than he has to out there as a pitcher as Gerald threw the ball back, or Savoy, excuse me, throws the ball back to him over his head.
And he did not try to catch it either.
He's not going to.
Nope. 0-2, swing and a miss. A 3-pitch strikeout, the second of the game for Sharman against a 9-man Bach to start the top half of the 6th.
See how he pitches Craddock, who last time he left the pitch up and he doubled down the left field corner.
At first pitch, busted it pretty good. First pitch to him is an outside corner strike. 0-1. He threw him a changeup is what he did.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to pull that ball down and away.
0-1. Breaking ball just missed low. A ball and a strike to count to Craddock, who, as Bob said, 1 for 2 with a run scored today after that double in the 3rd. The 1-1 delivery. Off the end of the bat, past a diving Fultz and into left field for a hit. Impressive young hitter, Craddock.
Yeah, true freshman.
He's a 1-out base runner in the 6th. Here is Ethan Lozama.
Yeah, these two guys have all 4 of the base hits given up by Sharman. He's number 1 and 2 in the order.
Pitch to Lozama, pops straight up. In the infield. Lichtenberger back on the grass, and he'll make the catch about a step into it for out number 2.
First time they've gotten Lozama out today.
You know, he's glad to see that.
Yep.
And as you say, the final 7 guys in the order are a combined 0 for 14. They've not reached at all. There's LeCroy, 2 flyouts to center field. He's seen 4 pitches if you include ball 1 when the runner Lozama got thrown out stealing second base. There's a strike, 0-1.
He was totally fooled on that pitch. That was not, wouldn't even consider that a swing. That was kind of a flail at that pitch. Did not even swing hard.
Runner leads at first, a 4-1 Clemson lead. Pitches upstairs, 1-1.
It looks like he tried to put a little extra on that, I thought. Might want to elevate that fastball, see if he could get LeCroy to chase it.
1-1 pitch, poked foul. Right side back out of play. Counts 1-2 now to Talmadge LeCroy, the 3-hitter. He's played 1,000,000 times against Clemson in his career and has had a pretty good track record. Again, last night, he was 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a hit by pitch and a run scored. 1-2, nope, he throws to first, and diving back in there is Craddock. Craddock has not attempted a steal.
I don't know, ever think I've seen a fan base who hates the throw to first base more than this fan base does. You know?
He did. Sharman did it again.
I mean, they booed.
You're right.
Big time
it's
last
big,
time.
Yeah.
Every time it was thrown to first.
Your family. Sharman's pitch on the ground, right to first. He gobbles and goes to the bag. And that is 6 strong innings from Michael Sharman as the beat rolls on for him today. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. And we go to the bottom of 6 with the Tigers leading 4-1 here on the Clemson Athletic Network. Welcome back inside Sagra Park. Overcast, otherwise pleasant afternoon here in Columbia, South Carolina. Before we head to the bottom of the 6th inning with Brandon Stone back on the bump for the Gamecocks. Gives us a great chance to remind you to hit a Hardee's home run and get a limited edition Clemson Collector's Cup when you upgrade your order and enjoy refills for just 99 cents all year long. Also a reminder, Clemson Gymnastics back in Littlejohn Friday, March 13th. Clemson Lacrosse back home Wednesday, March 4th, as Aos, North Carolina, 6 p.m. at Conklin Field. And by the way, women's tennis back tomorrow as Aos Louisville at noon. Nice little pregame for Clemson baseball tomorrow. Clemson men's tennis back in Duckworth, March 13th, taking on Florida State at 5 p.m. First pitch is inside to Jacob Jarrell. Ball 1. Congratulations, by the way, to Brad Brownell. Clemson men's basketball. Tigers with a win. 80-75, the final score. Tapper foul from Jarrell. And it counts 1-1. He walked and scored to lead off the 4th inning. Louisville hit about 19 threes in the last 90 seconds. That took half an hour. Our game's going to be over by the time basketball pregame's or postgame's done. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss from Jarrell. He took a hack at that, 1-2.
Yeah, that was a slider that was just like an off-speed breaking ball slider that broke way off the plate. Jacob chased it.
Stone ahead in the count, 1-2. Here's the kick and the pitch, way outside, 2-2.
He tried it once, he tried it again.
Stone came in with 1 out in the 4th. He stranded 1 of the 2 inherited runners. Had a 1-2-3 clean inning in the 5th and back at it here in the 6th. Pitch is rocketed foul. That was a cut from Jarrell.
Yes, it was. Just got under it. Trying to go the other way with that pitch, too.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Tigers up 3 runs, looking to add. Here in the bottom of the 6th, the pitch from Stone. He checked and took low. Ball 2. Excuse me, ball 3 to Jarrell.
Now,
South Carolina has won a 3-2 count. Payoff pitch. Hit in the air center field. Backing Bach at the edge of the track. He will make the catch.
he hit it pretty hard.
He did. It's hard to get it out of here to center field. You got to really hit it a ton. That's what made the Andrew Chufo home run in extra innings so impressive a couple years ago down here.
Yes, it was. Right over the Prisma Health sign.
That's right.
Up on the concourse up there.
Jason Fultz Jr., the batter, taps it foul. It was laying on the plate. Talmadge Lecroy saying it spun fair, but and Paul Maneri's going to say that it spun fair. And home plate umpire Dylan Bradley is saying nope. Paul Maneri's having an extended conversation with him right now. And again, that ball hit the plate and sort of spun. It was wild. It looked like it bounced backwards and then spun forwards. And South Carolina not going to win the argument there. That was an odd-looking play. It was hard for us to tell what happened.
Yeah, it was.
Lecroy certainly thinks it spun in front of the plate. The 0-1, and Fultz could not check his swing in time. It's 0-2.
Yeah, he chased that pitch way out off the plate.
Fultz 1 for 1 with a walk so far today in the 7th spot in the lineup. The wind and the 0-2 pitch. Almost hit him. 1-2.
Kind of hung in there like, I'll take it off the shoulder, but I'll turn just enough to get out of the way.
Wind in the 1-2. Fouled back. He stayed on that breaker better.
Yep.
Stone again has sat down 6 in a row, including a sac fly since he came in the game. Walked Dally, the first batter he faced. Another 1-2 pitch due Fultz. Popped him up. Shallow center field. Craddock taking, nope, it's going to be the shortstop, Scobie. Looked like Craddock called it first and was going to take charge, and Scobie said, I'm going to pull rank. 2 down.
And he did pull rank.
Jack Crichton's 1 for 2, single and a strikeout for Jack. One of only 3 strikeouts for Tiger hitters today. 2 of those came in the first inning, McClatty and Savoy. Pitch just outside.
Just outside.
Tigers 3 spot in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th. South Carolina 1 in the top of the 3rd, had a lead. There's a swing and bunt toward 3rd. Lecroy from behind the plate, throw, scooped at first, and he's out. That was a heck of a play at first base, and a close play at first base between Hollins and Crichton. Hollins ends up getting the out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning defensively for South Carolina in the bottom of the 6th. We go to the 7th inning. Clemson sporting a 4-1 lead here on the Clemson Athletic Network. Welcome back to Sacred Park. Final third of the ball game. William Clackamas, Bob Mahoney, Bob Sharman's back out there, and he's barely broken a sweat today. Gave up the 1 run, but a lot of strikes and very efficient innings so far.
Yeah, 50 pitches, 41 for strikes. I'd say that's pretty efficient.
Pitch to Scobie, grounded, 2-hopper right to Lichtenberger. He throws across and got him by a step, 1 down.
Like he had a little bit of a problem getting the ball out of his glove. Didn't get the handle quickly.
And Scobie's not slow either.
No.
He got to hustle.
But again, Sharman very efficient. 1 pitch, 1 out.
There's Jake Randolph, who's 0 for 2. Fly out, strikeout. Pitch to him. Right off the end of the bat, 0-1.
Yeah, he's done such a good job of really command of the strike zone, but he's changed speed so well too.
Pitch, skied foul, backing out of play. And it's quickly 0-2 to Randolph. The DH, again 0 for 2 today, did not appear in yesterday's game.
He hadn't thrown a ball outside the strike zone yet this inning.
0-2 pitch. There's a swinging bunt to first. And picked up by Savoy, throws him out, 2 down. How many swinging bunts have we seen today? What, was it 5?
Yeah, how many times has the ball not made it out of that dirt area in front of home plate today?
Catchers don't just have to be aware when batters square today. Got to be aware when they're swinging their hardest. First pitch to Hollins, swung on and missed, 0-1. The most pitches Sharman has thrown in an inning is 11. He's thrown 5 in this inning. He threw 10 once and 11 once. And the other 4 have been 8 or fewer. There's a tap foul, and the count is 0-2 to Bo Hollins.
He hadn't thrown a ball this inning. Every pitch been a strike.
He's thrown 3 balls in the last 3 innings combined. 22 pitches in those 3 innings combined. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Sharman. Way upstairs, ball 1. He missed with that on purpose. Even his misses aren't terrible. He's like he's throwing it wherever he wants. 1-2 to Hollins. Way outside. That one missed. 2-2. That one's on me.
Yep. So Savoy was actually set up on the inside corner just at the knees. And it sailed on him a little bit.
Sharman looking to complete 7 innings of work with a 4-1 lead. The pitch. Grounded left side. Backhand Lichtenberger. Strong throw across. 1 hop. Safe at first base.
Perfect throw, too.
Eric Backets wants to look at it. That was a very close play. Lichtenberger was behind the third base position, threw across his body. It took that long hop, and we are in a review for the first time in this series.
And that was you use the hop on a throw like that. You got to use the hop and skip it over there, which he did. Great stretch by Gaffney at first base. I mean, everything was done right defensively that you could possibly do. Except beat Derek Jeter in shortstop.
That's exactly right.
That was it.
I mean, that would have been like a 100-foot throw. Easily 100 feet.
Yeah.
Going away from it. And that's one of the things with Lichtenberger. I wouldn't say he's got a classically strong arm, but he really, when he's on the move, he gets a little something behind the ball. Like most guys would just eat that ball. You wouldn't even try, or it'd be a lollipop in there.
Well, and the key to that was getting rid of it. He got rid of it so quickly.
We're looking at a replay right at, boy, that is awfully close. That is a very close play we're looking at on review right here. The ball, they're going frame by frame. The ball's in Gaffney's glove.
If his heel's on,
holy cow.
That's the only way he's safe, is if his heel's on the
Yeah.
bag, because his toe is still up.
And you could perhaps make the argument that you don't know if the ball's in the back of Gaffney's glove. You're not sure where he physically catches it. But I think the ball's in Gaffney's glove a frame before the foot gets there. If it gets upheld, I'm not going to hate it.
Yeah.
Because it really is that close. This is the best angle here from in front. And I mean, if you're just asking me in a vacuum, I think he's out. But I think he's out by so little that if they decide to keep it, I won't be mad about it.
Yeah.
I mean, that is like bang as it gets at first base.
Yeah, it just looks like his heel hits the dirt before the toe hits the bag. And that's when the catch was made. Oh, that's just like, I'm not sure bang even describes it.
Oh, no. I'll tell you, Gaffney at first base, he does so many things defensively. I can't brag on him. We've got our umpires back. Let's see what the call is, and they will say he is out at first base. Oh, wow.
What a play. That was like, put a star by that one.
An infield single turned into a web gem by Tyler Lichtenberger, and it is stretch time as the Tigers look to stretch a 4-1 lead in the bottom of the 7th here on the Clemson Athletic Network. Back here in Columbia, Clemson a 4-1 lead over South Carolina. William Quackenbush, Bob Mahoney with you. While the Tigers are committed to excellence on the diamond, Novant Health is committed to excellence in healthcare with the best doctors, amazing nurses, and remarkable care. Novant Health comes through in the clutch. Learn more at novanthealth.org. Ty Daly leading things off. You want to talk about a shot in the arm right there. Another 1-2-3 inning for Sharman. After the overturn there, literally a one-frame overturn at first base. And now Clemson a chance to get insurance with a 3-run lead. That is a huge momentum play in this baseball game. Daly tries to bunt, and again, it's like 2 inches in front of the plate, and Daly's out. How many plays have the catchers made?
Wow.
1 sack bunt. That's the 4th play. That's the 4th assist. 4.
Yeah.
Just for LeCroy. The 3rd in the last 3 innings, and he also caught a foul pop. Man. Jaron Purify, the leadoff hitter, takes down and away ball 1. And then you look at what Savoy has done. Savoy has had plays to make 2. He had 1 the last inning from Randolph.
Yep.
1-0 pitch to Purify is way outside, 2-0.
Arthur threw a guy out, caught stealing. Back in the 3rd.
Yeah, they've been the center of the action today.
Yep.
Purify 1 for 2 with a sac fly. He scored a run, pitch right in there. Good spot there, 2-1 the count to Purify.
Yeah, it looked like he was taken all the way on that pitch.
Tigers a 4-1 lead in search of a base runner. Pitch. Strike, backdoor breaking ball, 2-2. 9 straight retired by Stone, by the way. The last man to reach was Daly, who walked. He has sat everybody else down, including Purify, who did drive in a run with a sac fly the first time he faced Stone. The pitch, way high and outside. The count is 3-2 now to Purify. 3rd full count that Stone has seen. He won 1, lost 1. Bases empty, 1 down. The payoff pitch. Line drive to left, a base hit, and a multi-hit game for Jaron Purify.
That's what you look for, that mistake pitch. A little bit up, inner half of the plate. Really turned on it and hit it hard through the hole.
McClatty looking to extend a season-long 9-game hit streak. In every game, he's 0 for 3 right now. 0 for 2. He also had a sac bunt in the 3rd. Purify, big lead at first. The throw over, they slap the tag on his head, and he's safe. And what is frustrating about Purify for the opposition is he will lead to the exact same spot this time. It just does not have any effect. Long look in for Stone. The pitch is way high. That was a pitch out. 1-0.
And actually, Purify was leaning back towards first, like he thought Stone may be coming back over there again.
LeCroy will hammer it down there too. Watch for a back pick here. Stone throws a pick off. He's safe. Yeah, Purify 3 for 5 in stolen base attempts so far this year. And this would be an opportunity to take one if he wishes. He fakes and McClatty grounds it to short. He should have tried. Goes to the bag for 1 on to first. That's a double play. And the side is retired. That was as tailor-made as it gets right there. Tigers get a hit, no runs, they leave no one, and we go to the 8th with Clemson sporting a 4-1 lead here at Segra Park on the Clemson Athletic Network. Michael Sharman back out as we welcome you back into Segra Park. 7 strong innings, and for the first time today, there is any activity whatsoever in the Clemson bullpen. The Tigers have had very little success against Brandon Stone since he came into the game, but it's been Sharman keeping the Gamecocks at bay, and now Bob, the bottom third of the South Carolina lineup, is about to face him for the 3rd time.
That's exactly right. He's been so efficient with his pitches. 59 pitches, 48 for strikes.
First pitch to Patrick Evans is in there for a strike. 0-1, just peppering the bottom of the strike zone.
Yeah, Evans has had the defensive highlight today, though.
He sure has.
Threw Gaffney out at the plate from right field.
0-1, inside corner strike. 0-2.
I don't know how he pitches. Take it again.
Here's a 4-1 pitch. Fouled back up and out of play. Count remains 0-2.
Last inning was one of the few times we saw Sharman actually waste a pitch when he got ahead in the count. Threw one up and out of the strike zone. He's 0-2 right now.
Pitch. Ground ball right to Gaffney. Going to take it himself to the bag at first, and there's one gone. Even the balls that have been hit hard, they've been at well-placed defenders.
Yes. You know, they don't have that safety bag here.
No, they don't. It's a good point. I hadn't thought about that.
I did think of it earlier, but as old as I am, I forgot until right now.
Here's a pitch, swing and a miss. Dawson Harmon 0-1. Just the nuances, you know? Just the nuances.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't have it in a minor league park. What if they have it at Globe Life right now, or some of those big league parks hosting college games? Swing and a miss, and Harmon is down 0-2, and nothing but strikes again for Sharman here in the 8th.
Yeah, he's grounded to third and grounded to first, pitcher covering.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout for Sharman. And the second out in the inning. That is now 7 in a row sat down by the Clemson left-hander.
It's only his 3rd strikeout, right?
That's right. And now a pinch hitter for South Carolina, as Pulmonari's going for a right-hand bat. This is Luke Uhas. Pitch to him is in there for a strike, outside edge, 0-1. Bach ends the game 0 for 2.
He's had 12 at-bats this season. Got 3 base hits.
There's a strike inside corner, and it's 0-2.
I'm not even going to have time to give his numbers. He's got 2 RBIs, no home runs.
6'4", 230 from Lafayette. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Michael Sharman pumped up as he leaves the mound with 8 shutout innings. He didn't throw a single ball in the 8th. 10 pitches, all strikes. We go to the bottom of 8. It's Clemson 4, South Carolina 1 on the Clemson Athletic Network. Learn more about public adoption and fostering through the SC Department of Social Services at sc.gov. Also, a reminder to support your Clemson student athletes and join a donation level. Start as low as $75, and membership comes with a host of great benefits. Join online now at clemsontigers.com/IPTAY to learn how you can become a part of the power behind the paw. Bottom of the 8th, Savoy, Gaffney, Lichtenberger, Bob, and this is Clemson's last chance before a decisive 9th to be able to put a little more distance between themselves and South Carolina. Nothing but goose eggs the last 4 innings for both sides.
Yep. Yeah, Stone's been outstanding since he's come on. He's thrown 42 pitches, 26 for strikes, but he's been outstanding.
First pitch of the inning is a swing and a tip into the mitt. Nate Savoy makes contact, and we welcome those of you who listen to Clemson's big win over Louisville today on the men's basketball front. William Qualkenbush, Bob Mahoney with you. The Tigers up 4-1 here in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch to Savoy is down and away. Counts 1-1. The Tigers fell behind in this game in the top of the 3rd inning. South Carolina did strike first with a Lizama single and an RBI that brought in Craddock, the leadoff hitter. Here's a 1-1 to Savoy, and he takes a strikeout or have 1 and 2. Savoy, the biggest play of the day, a 3-run home run on the first pitch he saw in the bottom of the 3rd. They gave Clemson a 3-run lead, and then a sac fly RBI from Jaron Purify that scored Jarrell in the 4th, and that's been all the scoring. The 1-2 pitch, poked foul up and out of play, counts 1 and 2, and all the while, Bob, Michael Sharman is twirling a gem. He's still throwing 8 innings, and it looks like he has plenty of gas left in the tank.
He's only thrown 69 pitches. We were looking at yesterday's game, and Canuck had thrown 70 pitches in the 3rd inning.
Pitch grounded sharply right at the third baseman Harmon. He gobbles and throws low, but a nice smother by Hollins to get the out, 1 away.
Yeah, Harmon's had a lot of throws to first base low in this series.
Pretty consistently, the glove has been there on the other end, though. Bail him out.
Yep, he's made some good plays, too. Nice short hop play, middle of this ball game.
Luke Gaffney 1 for 3, singled in the 2nd inning, couple of ground outs, was thrown out at home in the bottom of the 2nd. Check swing on that pitch. He did not go, says Nathan Huber down at first base, and it's 1-0. It was an absolute seed from Evans, the right fielder, all the way in to hose Gaffney at the plate. The pitch, he swung and tapped it foul straight down off the kneecap of Talmadge LeCroy. 1-1 to count to Luke Gaffney. Again, 1 run in the 3rd for the Gamecocks, 3 in the 3rd for the Tigers, 1 in the 4th for the Tigers, and it's a 4-1 score. The pitch is shot foul off a pull cue. And it's a 1-2 count to Gaffney with the bases empty and 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th at Segra Park.
Gaffney does a lot of talking to the umpires between pitches.
They do have a running dialogue,
yeah,
don't they? 1-2, popped him up, straight up. Back foul ground. Does LeCroy have room? He does not. That ball missed being in play by about 8 or so feet.
Yeah, Gaffney really got jammed on that pitch, up and in on his hands.
You mentioned Stone. He has started each of the first 2 weekends, but did not start yesterday for South Carolina today after Phillips. And he has been fantastic. 2. Strike 3 called on the outside corner.
Yeah, really nice pitch.
Tailed the fastball right back in there, and quickly there are 2 away here in the 8th. Now Tyler Lichtenberger. Swing and bunt ground out to the pitcher. We've had several of those today both ways. A line out right to the shortstop and then a foul pop to the catcher. First pitch to Lichtenberger is high and away. Ball 1. Lichtenberger had a double in last night's game. He was the only Tiger with an extra base hit in the 7-0 loss yesterday. Here's the pitch. Way outside, 2-0.
Yeah, Stone's done a great job since he's been on. He's up in the mid-50s as far as pitch count goes. He's only given up 1 hit. He's walked 1. He's struck out 1.
And he's gone deeper into the game than Phillips, the starter. Here's the pitch. Big swing right through one for Lichtenberger. And it's a 2-1 count now. Tigers looking for a 2-out base runner here in the bottom of the 8th. 2-1 delivery. Hit on the ground, past the diving first baseman and toward the corner. Lichtenberger rounds first. He'll slam on the brakes again. They are not testing Evans today, and I wouldn't either, as Lichtenberger keeps the inning going with his first hit of the ball game.
Yeah, good job by Evans down there to get to that ball pretty quick, and not going to test that arm. We've seen it.
By the way, that's not Evans out there. Defensive change that we missed.
Yeah, that's true. It's got a higher number.
They've got Uhaz out there after he came in as a pinch hitter in right field, and Evans has moved to center field for Bach. That's right. Runner leads at first. The pitch is just slow to Jacob Jarrell, ball one.
Still looking for that one mistake to Jacob.
He hit a ball pretty good to center field his last time up. He's hit 2 fly balls fairly well.
Yeah, would have
also
been
walked and scored. Pitch, line drive, center field, and that's going to fall in for a hit. Evans on one hop will gather and throw it in, and now back-to-back singles have the Tigers in business with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th, up 3.
Yeah, that ball that Jacob hit back in the 6th may have been out at Doug Kingsmore.
Oh, yeah.
May have been up against the batter's eye.
I don't doubt that. Not even a little bit. Here's Fultz Jr. Good at-bats today for the freshman. Pitch taken way outside, ball one.
Boy, slider just off the plate. Great take.
It actually was closer. It looked like he jerked it way back, but it was a closer pitch. Looking at the replay. Pitch, ground ball toward short, and he booted it. He booted it to shallow center. They're going to slam on the brakes. They did not wind him up at third base. The first defensive mistake of the game, and Scobie just flat booted a ball that looked like it took a pretty true hop there, Bob.
Yeah, it did. It just kind of ate him up right off the heel of his glove and then bounced far enough towards right field. The second baseman wasn't there to make the play. Craddock wasn't. He was covering the bag. And you know, that's one of those plays. You got a pretty speedy runner down there with Lichtenberger. He might have had a chance to score.
We'll see. Here as Jack Crichton comes to the plate, and he takes ball one. For 3, singled his first time up, struck out looking, and then swing and bunt in front of the plate. 2-3 put out. Here's a wind and the pitch from Stone. Line drive right field, twisting, that's foul and out of play. Pretty good rip.
Yeah, with 2 outs, everybody's going on contact. Pretty good speed on the bases, too.
Well, this is a huge at-bat in the game. I think it almost goes without saying. Pitch, big swing by Crichton, and he was not close on a breaking ball, 1-2.
I said pretty good speed on the bases. I forgot that Jarrell's out there at second. Not that he's slow.
Not fast, though. You can be neither. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Crichton's down on strikes, and Stone is fired up, but his team's down 3. Tigers do strand him loaded. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error, 3 left. We go to the 9th. Clemson up 4-1, and Michael Sharman looking to complete one of the great starting pitching performances in the history of this rivalry when we return after this here on the Clemson Athletic Network. We head to the 9th here inside Segra Park. Top of the order due up for the Gamecocks. Prisma Health is proud to be the official team physicians for the Clemson Tigers. To learn more, visit prismahealth.org/Tigers. 10-second pause for station identification here on the Clemson Athletic Network. William Quaggamus, Bob Mahoney, Nick Roby back in studio, keeping us sounding good. Will Craddock stands at the plate. South Carolina has 4 hits. Craddock has 2. Ethan Lazama standing on deck has 2. Pitch to him. Cue shot foul, 0-1.
Another cue shot. Right off the end of the bat. Way out in front of that pitch.
Pitch 70 for Sharman right there. He's ready to deal 71. The 0-1 pitch. Tap foul, 0-2. You know, I watched We were together back in 2020. Sam Weatherly pitched 7 innings in Founders Park. What Sharman's doing is up there with that. The 0-2. Grounded foul to the pull side. Stays 0-2. And he was going up against Majinski, I believe, on that Friday night. And absolutely outpitched him.
Yeah, that's one of the most dominating pitching performances I've ever seen. He had like 14 strikeouts,
Oh, yeah.
I think, that night.
0-2, line foul. He just missed that one, did Craddock.
Yep.
8,480 the official attendance today. There's every bit of that. They've been waiting to see runs for like an hour and a half. Pitch, hit in the air, right field. Dalley's over toward the gap, going to drift back to the edge of the track and make the catch for out number 1. These two teams will reconvene inside Doug Kingsmore Stadium tomorrow at 3 o'clock. 2:30 pregame. Bob and I will have that for you. Hope you'll join us for it. Should be a great time.
Yeah, looking forward to getting back home.
Weather's going to be pristine. First pitch to Ethan Lozama is fouled back out of play, 0-1. The most pitches that Michael Sharman has thrown in an inning so far today is 11. He threw 11 in the 6th inning. Here's the 0-1. Popped him up, shallow left, back, and dropped the ball. Lichtenberger dropped the ball. He drifted back on it, he had it, and he just flat out dropped it. E6. And I frankly don't really know how he dropped it.
I don't either. It's not like you've got to look at anything else. Sometimes you take your eyes off something. Just one of those nonchalant plays that goes right off the heel of his glove.
First pitch to Talmadge LeCroy, a one-hopper, Purify, flips to second, to first, safe at first base. Oh, that would have been a heck of a way to end it, but instead we'll play on as LeCroy legs out a fielder's choice on a 4-6 force.
Good play out there by Purify to kind of backhand that ball to Lichtenberger, covering for the second out.
Here's KJ Scobie, 0 for 3. As the Clemson contingent here rises. A 4-1 lead in the top of the 9th. LeCroy at first base. Pitch from Sharman. Ground ball to short. Lichtenberger to Purify. And this one belongs to Clemson. The Tigers win 4-1 as Michael Sharman took the ball and shoved it directly down the Gamecocks' throats for 2 hours and 2 minutes. What a response from the Tigers tonight, and they didn't need to dance around the mound with 2 strikes to get it done. Awesome to see the Tigers respond. The team in purple goes home with a chance to win the series tomorrow.
That's exactly right. That's just what an outstanding performance. If you're here and you've been able to watch this game today from anywhere, you just don't see that kind of performance in college baseball anymore. You very seldom see any complete games in college baseball. What a job by Michael Sharman this afternoon. And the Tigers got just enough done in the first 4 innings to take care of walk out of here with a 4-1 victory. But Michael Sharman just outstanding, total command on the mound this afternoon.
8,480 watts, one of the great pitching performances in the history of this rivalry and one of the best that you'll see in college baseball. Tigers win 4-1. We'll take you through postgame after this from Sager Park here on the Clemson Athletic Network.